Hey guys, Maryam here, and I am so in the Christmas spirit this year. I am so into the holiday spirit. Look at my face. Look at my eyes. Look at my nails, you guys. I am here for the holiday season this year, and there's actually a good reason. In this video, I am going to teach you how to do this very edgy, kind of ugly sweater glam Christmas makeup look, slightly euphoria inspired with the rhinestones. I think this is very fun and very festive, and it's also gonna give me a chance to talk to you guys. So this is gonna be a somewhat chatty, get ready with me style video. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching and for subscribing. Let me know what you want to see next. Hit that notification bell so you can see all of my Wednesdays and Sundays videos. Subscribe if you haven't already. What are you waiting for? And now let's get to this video. Edgy Christmas glam, slightly euphoria inspired. Get ready with me. Very chatty life update. My ugly Christmas sweater is on. My backdrop is feeling very festive. I'm into it. I am going to start out with creating a funky, edgy Christmas look. Something that I've never really done before, because I've never, before this year, have ever been into the Christmas spirit. I know. It's very, very bizarre. I am not someone who grew up celebrating Christmas, so for me, Christmas is a learned thing. All of this red and green and pine cones and decorations, it's not something that I am used to, especially as an adult. But today, we're gonna get used to it. I'm gonna get started by priming my lids. Fenty Beauty Primer. I obviously already am wearing my makeup. I'm testing out a new foundation today. This Urban Decay Stay Naked. Wasn't sure if I like it, but it's actually been wearing pretty good all day. And I even have the powder on top, the Stay Naked, the Fix powder, and I really like the combination. So definitely let me know if this is a foundation that you'd like to see a review on, plus a wear test and all that stuff. That'll be coming in the next year, in the new 2020. Okay, lids are primed. I really don't want to wear eyeshadow today, but I'm gonna wear eyeshadow because I have Morphe X MANNY MUA, the Glam Palette. Ooh. Look how pretty that is. Does that not just like go with my whole theme here? I feel like it does. I don't want to do anything crazy today, just like maybe this shade here. Dust cloud. Kind of just all over the lid, in the transition, in the crease. Boom, boom. Just trying to set up a nice base for my makeup creation, which by the way, I tested out on my hand. I mapped it out so I know exactly what I'm going to be doing. Cute. Also, did you guys notice my brow shape is a little bit differently? I'm playing around with the straighter brow. If you remember, I was really into the straighter brow earlier this summer, and then I had Jared from Benefit arch my brows all the way to the heavens, and I got so used to them. But now that I have this lighter hair, I feel like I need to do something different with my brows. They can't be just like super dark and super arched like they were before. So now I'm playing around with a much straighter shape. I don't know if I like it just yet, but makeup is an experiment, and eyebrows are a part of makeup. Next thing I'm gonna do, this shade right here. Sophie. My agent's name is Sophie. Hey, Sophie. I'm just gonna carve out very gently a shape that's right above my crease and kind of just darken it and add a little bit of definition. I'm not gonna go too heavy. I'm not gonna go too crazy. I just don't want it to be super flat and matte. So now you're probably wondering, why didn't I grow up celebrating Christmas? Well, the answer is simple. And you probably already know this if you've seen any of my get to know me's or assumptions video or my more personal chatty videos. I didn't grow up in the States. Matter of fact, I did not grow up in the Western Hemisphere. And generally speaking, countries in the Eastern Hemisphere do not celebrate Christmas. I am from Russia. That is where I was born. Ethnically, I am very mixed. That is a story for another video. But I grew up in the European part of Russia, and when I was little, we always had the tree. We always had the Russian version of Santa and all that. Except it wasn't tied to religion. It had zero religious connotation. The whole idea of receiving gifts and having Santa come down and put those gifts under the tree for you was a New Year's thing. It was literally associated with New Year's Eve. Little kids in Russia, at least when I was growing up, back in the 90s, received their gifts on New Year's Day. So when I came to America when I was 10, I felt just a little bit left out on December 24th and 25th, witnessing all my friends receive all these gifts and been putting up their trees way earlier than we would. I never really got into the Christmas spirit because of that. In fact, I always, till this day, celebrated New Year's. New Year's was my big holiday. I think I'm gonna put down the palette. I am pretty much done with that. I'm gonna pick up my Schwing from the BALM Cosmetics. This is a liner that I love. And I am just gonna do the usual. I'm gonna line my top lash line from the inner portion and all the way out. Kind of like that. And then fill in the gap. I do have a full tutorial on how to do different styles of cat eye liner. And I'll link it up here for you guys so you could check it out in case you are newbies to the cat eye liner. Quite like this cat eye. All right, so now going back to my Christmas story, or going back to the reason why I don't celebrate Christmas, is also because I didn't grow up very religious. Given the fact that I am from Russia, and historically, Russia is one of the most agnostic, if not atheist countries out there. And sure, there are people who are culturally religious, who are culturally Christian or culturally Jewish or culturally Muslim, etc. But historically, Russia in the 20th century was not very religious at all. Shit, I kind of messed up that eye. I don't know if you notice it, but I notice it. I'm just gonna make them a little bit more even. Good enough. So I'm just gonna let that simmer and set and dry. Next thing that I'm gonna do is pick up a really fine liner. So I have this one from Urban Decay. This is called the Razor Sharp liner. Looks like this, super sharp. If you don't have that one, you can also use this pizza cutting liner is what I like to refer to it. Basically a liner with a wheel. Do you see that? It's so weird, but it does for some reason create really, really fine lines. I'm gonna use my Razor Sharp by Urban Decay just because I'm used to using that one and I know how it behaves. I'm gonna look straight into my mirror, but then I'm gonna tilt my head back slightly. And I'm gonna draw a very thin line that's parallel to my cat eyeliner. Like that. And this is almost too thin. So I'm gonna go back over here and I'm just gonna thicken it a smidge. Perfect. And do the same thing on the other eye. I'm gonna keep my mirror a little bit closer to my face this time, just so that I can make them match. All right, that's good enough. It's not as perfect as this line, but I'll perfect it. You'll see. I start drawing these little tiny upright strokes above the line and also below the line. These will serve as little connectors, if you will, to the lights. Kind of creepy right now. Kind of looks like stitches, but not for long. Next thing I'm gonna do is take this heavy metal glitter eyeliner in the shade Stage Diva. This is from Urban Decay. I love their heavy metal glitter liners so much. And I'm basically gonna add that right on top of my cat eyeliner here to make it look extra festive and to add my green to my Christmas look. Now you're probably wondering, what the heck made me so into the Christmas spirit this year? What changed my mind? And I'll tell you, I got nothing to hide. Now, if you're an avid follower of mine on Insta stories, then you probably already know where I'm getting to. It's not the easiest thing to talk about, but it's actually been some time now, and I am able to talk about it a little bit more openly and with not as much emotion. Okay, here goes. So about 3 or 4 weeks ago, Lee and I went to LA and we were there for our friend's birthday. We were also there for another friend's birthday and another friend who had a party. Some of these people you guys may know because they are social media influencers. You probably saw on Insta stories, and it was a ton of fun. This was an awesome personal trip that Lee and I couldn't wait to take, to just get together with our friends and not do work and just wind down. The night that we came back, the morning after, we woke up and we get this like really crazy cryptic message from Lee's little brother saying that Lee's older brother had had a heart attack and is in the hospital. So now Lee's older brother is much older. He is in his early 50s, and yes, that is older than us. He is not our peer. However, that is still way too young for a heart attack. We were obviously very nervous, very perplexed, very shocked. We rushed to the hospital only to find out that his heart attack was so bad that it had left him brain dead. That was the scenario that we found ourselves in about 3 weeks ago. It was one of those situations that we didn't expect to happen. We didn't know what to do as a couple, as a family. Lee's mom and the rest of his brothers and his family came down from Pennsylvania, from the Bronx, and from everywhere where they live. Some people even drove up from Florida. Some people flew in. It was basically a massive family get together, family reunion, if you will, but for a very terrible reason. Lee's brother was hooked up to the machine for a couple of weeks, after which they had to remove the breathing tubes and allow him to breathe on his own. But because he was pronounced brain dead, he was only able to breathe on his own for a few minutes, and about a week ago he passed away. So it's been a really crazy emotional roller coaster. It's something that, well, no one can really expect, no one can predict, no one really knows how to act when this happens, but it's something that we've been dealing with for the last 3 weeks, and it's still something that we're dealing with, we're living with, we're trying to accept, and it's been really hard, you guys. It's been really, really hard. But at the same token, you know, we want to be able to celebrate his life, and we want to be able to continue celebrating our life. When you lose someone that close, it actually inspires you to really live in the moment, to take everything in as much as you can, to be happy, to be healthy, to take care of yourself, to value life, to value all the people that you love. And that is exactly why Lee and I decided to get a Christmas tree this year, and we decided to celebrate Christmas, and we decided to embrace all the holidays and do as many things as we can possibly do, because our lives are not guaranteed and life in general is just way too short. There, I said it. This is what's been going on. I know I haven't really been posting a lot on Instagram. I have been making my videos, and it's actually been the only thing that's been keeping my mind sort of occupied and not thinking about this. Thank you guys for being here and for listening and for watching, if that makes sense. Moving right along. My eyeliner has now dried, and at this point, I think I'm ready to decorate. I'm gonna pick up my Fenty Beauty Trophy Wife liquid liner, the gold one, and I'm gonna basically add some quirky little accents. One right here. And also one right here in the inner corner. Ooh, I actually love working with liners so much more than with eyeshadows, just because they are so much more precise and you can really get artistic with liners. Although I've seen some people on Instagram get really creative with eyeshadow. I'm just not that girl. I'm more of a graphic type of girl. What to do next? I'm gonna go back to my razor sharp liner. I'm gonna add some twiggies. I love to do the twiggies whenever there is no eyeshadow on my lower lash line. This way it adds the shadow, but in a much more graphic way. All right, I'm gonna let that dry. Next thing I'm gonna do is add some sporadic green glitter to this line of lights. I know there's no lights on it just yet, but there's definitely a lot of liner imperfections. So I'm gonna use the glitter to hide the imperfections and also add some festivities. Next, I'm gonna take a white liner. This one is from ColourPop. I'm gonna add some snow flurries, maybe some sporadic dots here and there. This step is totally optional. You don't have to do this if you don't have a white liner. I'm just kind of playing around. The next thing that I'm gonna do, pick up some rhinestones. I have this rhinestone wheel. This one I believe is from the Born Pretty store, and it's really convenient because it has this nice scroll that allows you to pick up all the individual colors of rhinestones. Just try not spilling them while you show that, Maryam. I've actually already laid out the colors that I'm gonna use right in front of me. I also have this really cool wax pencil that looks like this. It looks just like a white pencil, but it actually allows you to pick up the rhinestones with the tip of the pencil. See, it kind of just clings to it. I don't know why that works, it just works. Also got this one from the Born Pretty store. I'll link and list everything that I'm using down below, as always and per usual, for your convenience. For the lights, I'm gonna be using green, red, and gold rhinestones. I'm also gonna be using my duo adhesive. I have this one here in both the dark tone and the clear. I'm gonna be using the clear side, and I'm gonna add the glue where I want the rhinestones to appear. I'm gonna do 4 at a time. Just dot the glue where you want the rhinestones to adhere to. Then I'm gonna take my wax pencil, pick up a red rhinestone, and boom, place it right to the center. Next, I'm taking the green and placing it right directly next to the red. Next, the gold. Now I'm thinking I want another one at the end and one at the beginning. Fun! If you want to get extra fancy, I'm gonna pick up my gold trophy wife and add a little ping, not to all of them, but just to some of them, just for fun. All right, just placed a few more rhinestones on the table here in front of me, and I'm ready to do my other eye. I'm gonna do 4 at a time. All right, cute. Just gonna add a pinch more green glitter right here to my twiggies. And I think my ugly Christmas sweater eye look is almost complete. Now for the lips. I'm gonna reach for this liner from BECKY G X ColourPop. Line my lips as I normally would. Not gonna go for bright red lips. I just think a bright red with this eye would be way too much, and I still wanna keep it kinda edgy, kinda ugly Christmas vibe, which, in my opinion, although it's called ugly, is way cooler than the glam side of Christmas. Ooh, I love this lip. It's making me feel like a chola, and I love it because BECKY G's collection with ColourPop, very chola inspired. Even this packaging, so cute. And before this lip has a chance to dry, I'm gonna take ILUVSARAHI X ColourPop Arriba. Gonna dab that to the center. Yes. Lashes I will do in a sec. First, I'm gonna reach for this palette from Urban Decay. I feel like this coral blush would work with this situation. That is very, very vibrant. Perhaps I didn't need all that. So I'm gonna take a bit of this bronzer, which is so orange, holy shit. I'm gonna take a bit of this bronzer with my big old brush and kind of just add that around the blush. Even a highlighter here that I'm only gonna do a smidge of. And now I'm ready for lashes. Charlotte Tilbury's Glamour Lash. I've worn this one for the last few days. So I'm just gonna remove some of this glue from the lash. I'm gonna add that dark tone duo adhesive. I'm gonna set that to dry a bit. Work on the second lash in the meantime. I always like to reuse my lashes because I feel like they adhere better the second or third time around, just because they've already had a chance to mold to your eye shape. I never really like fresh lashes. Ooh, no, not cute. Ooh, no, not cute. All right, setting that one to dry. Now I'm gonna apply my lash. Oh, and the reason why I didn't apply mascara first is because I was already wearing a little bit of mascara. This Clinique waterproof mascara, which I'm testing out. I can't say it's as good as my Essence/Princess waterproof mascara, but I do love a waterproof formula. I gotta give it a chance. All right, that looks like it's on. Boom! And now I think my ugly Christmas sweater look is complete. What do we think? Is it ugly or is it glam? Is it glam with an ugly theme? Is this something that you would wear for a Christmas party, or perhaps to host your own Christmas party, or maybe perhaps on Christmas Day to open up presents? I think this is definitely something that I would wear. I'm gonna need a picture of it because I think this came out really, really, really cute. I'm here for this look. Everything is cute about my look but my hair. My hair just never wants to listen to me, ever. And it's so frustrating because I'm not very good at hair. You guys seem to think that I'm really good at hair, but trust me, I suck at hair. I feel like you have to be really good and well coordinated. Not only do I not know my left and right, I am totally challenged when it comes to doing that in the mirror. Ramble done. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Let me know if this is something that you would be willing to try. If you do try it, please take a picture, post it on Instagram, tag me so that I can see it and like it. I want to see your versions of this look. I want to see you in the Christmas, Hanukkah holiday spirit, which, by the way, you could totally adapt this look to the Festival of Lights. You can use blue and white rhinestones or blue and gold, and you can totally make it Hanukkah theme, or you could make it a New Year's theme. You can honestly make it whatever theme you want. I'm here for it. I love you guys. I will see you in my next video. Leave down some video ideas below because I am running out of ideas for the end of this year, and I still have a couple videos to film. I love you. Mwah.